Hey, what's going on everyone? It's Sam and today I'm back talking about building muscle pre-T. So a little while ago I filmed a video called Build Muscle Pre-T Advice and you guys absolutely loved it. So I thought that I would kind of do a bit of a follow-up to that and talk about a home workout that I've put together that you can follow right now and easily put on some muscle and build some masculine shape pre-T. So a lot of trans guys obviously want to put on as much muscle as they can pre-T for that masculine look, but for whatever reason can't go to the gym, so maybe they can't afford a membership, maybe you're just too anxious, too scared, too worried about what people will think, and I just want to help those of you that feel that way. So a little background on me, if you've never watched any of my videos before, my name is Sam Barnes and I film men's lifestyle videos at least once a week, so that could include anything from fashion, fitness, advice on grooming, but also advice on being transgender. In terms of my fitness and my own fitness journey, I've been in and out of gyms since I was about 10 years old, and I started to take it seriously when I was about 14. Since I was 14, I've been training 6 days a week with a full body split, and I've been definitely seeing the benefits, whether that be physically or mentally. It's really helped me to build more of a shape that I want to see my body be. I'm pre-T myself, but also as well it's helped me mentally as well. I have a lot of anxiety, I have something called Asperger's syndrome, which is a form of autism, and it's definitely helped me to overcome my anxiety and just help me day to day. So if you're not interested in any of that and you basically just want to know why I'm sat here telling you about a home workout, I am currently studying for my level 2 gym instructor and level 3 personal trainer, so I do know a bit about what I'm talking about, as well as knowledge from just training myself. So I'm just going to get straight into it and show you guys the workout. So this is a workout that I put together and it's very, very simple, however I feel like it's going to be incredibly effective. So this split that I've put together is simply just an upper body one. There is no lower body in this whatsoever because I know that a lot of trans guys are worried to train lower body, in case it will, almost give them more of a female shape, which, to be fair, can be true. So I've put together, like I say, a split, which is all upper body, and there is no equipment needed whatsoever. I'm going to be using probably a few different words that you may or may not have heard of before. So the words that you might not have heard of before are reps, sets, and superset. So a rep is a repetition, and you will have a certain number of repetitions in a set. So if I were to say 3 sets, 20 reps, you would do 20 repetitions, i.e. reps, for 3 sets. Make sense? Next word that you may not have heard of before is a superset. So a superset is a set, like I said a minute ago, but it will have 2 exercises in it. So you'll do, say, 10 reps of one exercise, and straight away, without any break, you'll go into the next exercise and do, say, another 10 reps of that, then take a break, and then if there's more, you'll go straight back to the beginning and do it again. Make sense? Okay, so I've got it all written down in my book here, and I'm basically going to read it from the book, and you'll see me on the screen performing this with you. I would suggest that you do this 2 to 3 times a week, and just go from there, really. First exercise, we have got push-ups. So we're going to do 4 sets, 10 to 20 reps of this. Now I've put 10 to 20, that's quite a big difference between 10 to 20, but I'm going off the basis that you've never really done anything like this before, so therefore 10 push-ups might be a struggle, so 20 might be almost impossible. If 20 is fine, then do 20, that's fine. I'm just basing this off the fact that actually maybe a lot of people doing this might never have done a workout like this before. So this is a superset, like I mentioned earlier. So you're going to do 4 sets, 10 to 20 reps of the push-ups and go straight into a decline push-up. So a decline push-up, that's really difficult to say. A decline push-up is exactly the same as a push-up. We're going to be doing exactly the same motion, except we're going to have our legs raised. So this is going to be targeting more of the lower of the chest. I've forgotten what I was going to say. So we're going to be doing 4 sets, 10 reps of this. I'll now demonstrate this all. I feel like I might not have explained superset well enough. So you're going to do 4 sets, 10 to 20 reps of a push-up. And then straight away, once you've done that, you're going to go straight into your decline push-up, Once you've done the 10 reps of that, you're going to stop. Take a break. I would say 20 to 30 seconds. Go straight back into it. We're going to do another set, 10 to 20 reps of the push-up. And then no break, we're going to go into the decline push-up again. And you're going to do that 4 times over. Does that make sense? I'm really hoping that makes sense. So in those 2 movements, you have been targeting your chest. Now, I feel like targeting, in fact, I'm not even going to go into that. Go watch my previous video where I will explain why you should be targeting chest and all of the other muscle groups that I'm going to be mentioning that are in this book that I'm going to be talking about. Go watch that video. I'll link it up the top, down below. Watch it. Watch that first. Watch that and wait in. And then come straight back here and perform this workout. Okay, so the next set of exercises that we're going to do is a bodyweight shoulder press. Now, I'm not going to lie, I'd never even heard of this until the other day when I was kind of Googling some bodyweight exercises that you could try, and I absolutely love this. So I'm now demonstrating on the screen what it looks like, and you are going to be doing 3 sets, 10 to 12 reps of this. Superset with some tricep dips. Now, this one kind of includes equipment, kind of. All you need is a raised surface, so it's not really like gym equipment, it's just that you need something to raise you off the ground a bit. But all of the movements that I'm going to be talking about are both in pairs, they're all supersets. So again, I'm going to say that again, so you're going to do 3 sets, 10 to 12 reps of the bodyweight shoulder press, superset with tricep dips, 3 sets, 10 to 12 reps. So in these 2 exercises, we are going to be targeting primarily the shoulders and the triceps. Is it weird that I'm reading out this book? It looks like I'm reading you all a story. It's like Jack and Ori. Okay, so we're going to move on to our next exercises, and we have got an up and down forearm plank, 2 sets for 30 seconds. So you're going to need a timer. You can use your phone. You can use whatever you want. I wouldn't necessarily, unless you really have to, I wouldn't recommend counting in your head, because you'll find that you count a lot faster because you want it to be over. So you're going to be supersetting that with some shoulder taps. So this again, a shoulder tap, is just a plank, a normal plank like I'm demonstrating on the screen, but you are going to be going like this, tapping your shoulders. We're going to do this for 10 sets. 10 sets? You're not going to be doing that for 10 sets. You're going to be doing that for 2 sets, 10 reps each side. So you'll do a total of 20 reps, but 10 each side, you know what I'm saying? So to make it easy to count, you could just go 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. I actually can't believe I just did that. Okay, we are on to our final sets now. We have got some close, oh hang on, I didn't tell you what those exercises we're targeting. The first 2 that I just told you, primarily we're going to be targeting abs, arms, and shoulders. Okay, going on to the next one. We've got close grip push-ups for 3 sets, 10 reps. Superset with clapping push-ups, 3 sets, 1 to 5 reps. So this is kind of the clapping push-ups are kind of what I would call a burnout set. So that's really just really pushing it, taking it as far as you can. Now, clapping push-ups, for a lot of people, if you can't even do a push-up, then a clapping push-up might be a bit too much. If that's the case, switch that up just for some normal push-ups again and just do 1 to 5 reps of those. However, if you can do clapping push-ups, anywhere between 1 to 5 reps of those is perfect. So in this final set, we are going to be targeting triceps. So by moving our arms closer together, we're hitting the triceps with the push-up instead of the chest. The clapping push-ups are going to be primarily for the chest and the arms. So like I say, I would do this 2 to 3 times per week to be seeing some gains. I wouldn't do it back to back. You want to give yourself, I would say, do it every 48 hours. Would that work? Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Yeah, that'd work. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, do yourself this. So like with any kind of exercise program, whether you're, at a gym, at home, wherever, if you want to see results, the main thing that I would always say to you is diet. So I'm not talking about being a bro dieter and, chicken, rice and veg every meal, because that's not true. You really don't need to do that. However, I would suggest that you taught, I would recommend that you start taking things more seriously in terms of food. Maybe work yourself out some macros. I think I discussed that in the last video as well, but I'm not sure. If you want to see yourself putting on some muscle, you are going to need to be in a calorie surplus. So that means you need to be eating, basically you need to be eating more calories than you normally do. But if you are slightly overweight, then you do want to be slimming down and then bulking up the muscle. Don't bulk up too fast because you'll just put on way too much fat, and when you cut down, I'm going into this too much. Basically, do this 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and just see how it goes. More than anything, I would say enjoy it. Once you get into this, maybe start looking up for your own exercises to do, and possibly even, this might even help you to build up the confidence to go to a gym and go from there. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Like I say, my name is Sam Barnes. I do men's lifestyle videos at least once a week, so make sure to hit that subscribe button to see more of my face. Make sure to smash that big thumbs up button. It really helps to get the channel spread around and means that I get to meet more of you amazing people online. I also have a blog, sambarneslifestyle.co.uk. Make sure you go check it out, and also subscribe to that as well. A lot of people don't know that you can subscribe to my blog and you'll get updates and all that good stuff. Yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, I'll see you guys in another video.